Hello, everyone, and welcome to this month's learning webinar with Personal Architect Online. Today, we're going to look at how do you start a model with just pictures. We're going to show an actual project where we went in and took pictures of a space, uploaded them, and it converted it into a 3D model for us. So then we can start playing around in the space to decide what we want to keep and what we want to change. It's a great way to start a project. When you're in Personal Architect Online, there's 3 different ways you can start a project. So when you hit the New Design button, you're taken to this page that I'm on right now. Here you can start a project from scratch. When you hit Start Project, a project will open and allow you to start drawing walls and different rooms and adding your furniture and your cabinets and creating your project just from scratch. Or you can convert photos to a 3D model, which we're going to do today. And another option, we also have inspirational templates. So if you're thinking about a space, a kitchen, or a bathroom, or a living room, you can use this option and it will start the project from a template that we've already created, an actual project. So you can open it up, it will have furniture already in it, cabinets already in it, so you can start that project. But today we're going to use photos to 3D models. So I'm going to click on that option. That will bring you into this page where you can create your project. You're asked to type in your phone number because it's going to send you a link. Arriving to your smartphone, whether that's an Android or an iPhone, will be a link to an app that you will download and start using. So as soon as you click on that link, it'll take you there and you will start to follow instructions. So just type in your telephone number here and hit create project to begin that journey. I'm going to start a video where we take you through an actual project and all the steps that come after you get that link from your phone so you know exactly what's going to happen when you get that. Hi, welcome to the cabin. We're going to be doing some renovations, so I want to be able to measure out the space so that I can plan out everything that we're going to do. Do we want to cover the boards? Do we want to paint the boards? If I do it virtually, then I can decide before making that big final decision and regretting it later. So I'm going to be using the Snap app to do that. I'm going to point at every corner so it will start to measure the room for me. So watch as I do that. I'm just going to tell it that I'm going to create the Snap app. I'm going to add an interior room, and then I'm going to just start going. So I have to tell it the room type. So this is I'll call it a living room, and then I just have to click next, and it's 1 floor level, and it's a flat ceiling. Once I have that information in, it's a living room, the floor, it's flat, description, and hit next. Okay, so now it's going to ask for my camera, location, and I'm going to tell it I can use this precisely while using this app, and I'm confirming where I am. So now before taking photos, your device needs decent lighting and aim it at your feet. So we're ready to go. So now I'm just going to aim at the floor corners to take a photo. And then I just keep taking corner photos at each corner that I see. So I'm coming along at each corner, finding the corner so that we can move along. And it's a large, long room. When you get to a corner that you can't access, so right here I've got the refrigerator in the way. So I'm going to have to point it as high up as I can or find where it would be theoretically. Move to my next corner. Again, it's going to have to be a theoretical corner. And keep moving along at each corner until I get back to my original start point. And I'll go back to my original spot and done. Now it wants me to take a photo of every opening in the space. So I did the corners. Now it says, where are the windows? Where are the doors? So we can put those into the plan as well. So I just have to go over to each window. Some of them are, as you can see here, are very large. So I'm taking those photos. I'll move on to this next patio door there, and our window here, and the window over the sink. our doorway to get into the cabin, and that's all my doors. So then I tell it I'm done again. And now it wants to capture the ceiling. So I'm going to take additional close-ups of the ceiling so it can get an idea of the height of the walls. So I'm just taking a picture of the ceiling. There's our ceiling. So now I'm going to do a recording of the space. So it's got the corners, it's got the openings, it's got the ceiling. Now it wants to know a layout, general layout. So I'm going to take a video. So I'm just recording the space so it can see the space itself. And finished. And I hit submit and confirm. So now it's submitting it up to the app. What it's going to do in the app is it's going to convert all of those pictures that I just took into a 3D model that I can open up in Personal Architect Online. So we can start visualizing the space and understanding what we want to do inside the cabin during this renovation. Once you've taken the photos and submitted them to Snap app, in Personal Architect Online, when you look at your projects, you'll see that you are awaiting the photos. So as soon as you hit submit and you've told it that you want to create a project using photos, this will show up. It'll be looking for you to submit those photos. Once you've submitted those photos, and it's had time to process them, then it will become an actual project. So you can see the actual project right here. So here is the project that we're working on from the Snap app. So if I open that up, here's the project. Now I did go in and start playing already with some of the different materials, but it's in here that I can come in, grab my material paintbrush, and say, okay, what would it look like if I did keep the wood on the walls, as an example? Here's the wood on the walls. Do I want that look, or do I want to paint it? And I know some people are probably cringing, don't paint it. But I could paint it and get that cleaner look to the entire space as well. But this is where I can decide, do I like this look, or do I like the original look that we had? So having a tool like Personal Architect Online allows you to go inside that space, and there's the big window, the doors, the windows. At this point, we're not bringing in the cabinetry. We might in the future, but at least you can see the space and understand the look and the feel of it. So it really helps in your renovation projects to make choices and understand what something is going to look like before you start ripping apart the cabin and taking down those pine boards. What is it going to look like if you made a change? By using the Snap app, you get to use and bring it into Personal Architect as a 3D model. You really get to visualize what it's going to look like. So today's class, we covered all of that. We went through the entire process of uploading our photos, taking those photos, and then opening it up here in the project page. I hope that explained how to start a project using just pictures. Thanks everybody for joining us this week. I look forward to seeing you next month as well.